Hey guys, Spencer here from Soul Sandy, one third of Soul Sandy Sneaker Podcast. Today I'm going to be reviewing the one of the sneakers of the year, the biggest release we have, the almost Black Friday release. I don't know what happened to that. The Black Cement 3. So this did shock drop last week, I believe last Friday. So my pair just came in last night. Well, not for me, it's for my brother, but same thing. Let's get started. Nike, why do you make these boxes so hard to navigate? Little ASMR. All right. This looks pretty familiar. Obviously, we're used to this with other Jordan 3 boxes. Nike Air branding, dark elephant print, black box, red Jumpman. This is a size 8, so keep that in mind for size purposes, as these are going to be on the smaller side. So let's get started. Okay. So not quite a retro card like we used to get, but it does have a breakdown of sock liner, visible heel, air sole unit, the forefoot, foot frame, midsole, and the outsole. So it breaks that down a little bit for you guys. Make sure you keep these. Every time you open your box and you have something original like the receipt or something like this, it brings back a little bit of nostalgia. And it's just nice to see these things over time still kept intact, So just make sure you're holding on to your stuff. Ooh. We've been waiting on these. All right. So, right off rip, I am. This is a live reaction, by the way. Obviously, you saw me open the box. Off rip, I don't have any hate in my heart about what everybody else has been worried about, which is this like light gray elephant print. And to my knowledge, this is actually closer to the original specs that we've ever gotten. It's supposed to have a smaller toe box than usual as well. We're going to compare it to some other threes here in a minute. Obviously, keep size in mind just because they're my personal pairs. So, they will be a little bit bigger than this size 8. So this shoe has retroed. This will be the 6th retro, one of which came in a countdown pack. So I don't know if that really counts, but 1994, 2001, 2011, and 2018, and 2024. So this is the 5th retro if you don't count that countdown pack in 2008. But I count it. So this is a 6th retro. This is nothing new. Obviously, we do have the Nike Air, which we've been waiting for. We did originally anticipate this to be a reimagined, but I'm glad it's not. So we have no aging here on the midsole. It's all white. Just stick to the original details. This like collar is definitely smaller than it used to be, and it might even be more rounded on these pairs than some of the previous retros. I'm really not mad at this because there was a while where the oh, damn, there was a while where a lot of the retros that we were getting were just getting like super bulky, especially threes. Like if I pull out my True Blue threes from about 2015, 2014, those things were like massive. Granted, they were 10 and a half, but even the collar and the padding here was just massive. And every time you look at pictures of Jordan wearing these shoes, granted he's a 6'6" individual, they look so much smaller on him. So we just have to appreciate getting back to those, we wanted to look on us like it looked on him. So I appreciate Nike for bringing back, the original specs on these. All right. So let's compare this elephant print to some of the more previous models. So first up, this is the white cement reimagined from last year. So let's keep in mind that these are reimagined, but there doesn't seem to be any aging details on the white cement. This one is clearly a little bit darker than this one, but still not much. When you'll see the next one, you'll be able to see a clear difference. Like I said, I really don't hate this. I think it looks good. Obviously, I don't know what the original 1988 pair looked like. None of those pictures have survived like alteration and aging. I am glad though that this shoe is not like this with the midsole and everything. I would have preferred to have a real retro OG of this, like a you know close to OG as we could have gotten. And now the only other OG I have is the Fire Red. So this one is considerably darker, and we don't know if this is on purpose. Like I said, like it's really hard to tell what these actually looked like in 1988. But this one did release in 2022, so like factory differences do come into play a lot of times with stuff like this. Like this could have not been a intentional detail by Nike. I do think this one was, but the difference between these and these, I don't necessarily think Nike was intentional with that. Um, this one does have the like chain keychain instead of the plastic tip. So I guess these are closer to the OG because I believe this is how they came. I'm really not a fan of this. I would prefer this quality wise, but if this is what we had back in the day, I'll take it. I'm really a stickler for the details. Um, so. In conclusion, let me know how you guys feel about this one. Let me know if you'll be picking up a pair this weekend. I absolutely am going to try and get my hands on a pair. This is one of Tinker Hatfield's best designs. It's his first design with Michael Jordan, and Phil Knight has said that it did save Nike basketball. So, for those who don't know, after the kind of lackadaisical, no, not lackadaisical, somewhat subpar release of the Jordan 2, Peter Moore did leave Nike and go to Adidas. And he even, over a game of golf, tried to convince Michael Jordan to jump ship with him. So the whole sneaker history obviously would have changed if he had made that decision. But Tinker Hatfield saved the day, and he continued to have plenty of success with Jordan Brand, and he's in my opinion, one of the best designers of all time, if not the greatest sneaker designer of all time. So shout out Tinker, shout out Mike. These do come out this weekend, November 23rd. Let us know down below if you're going to be copping a pair, and I will see you guys later. Also, guys, before I let you go, I did forget to mention, and this is not super important, but it's important to some people. Like my brother is an All-Star Game collector, so for those who don't know, this is one of the Jordans that he wore in the All-Star Game. Like some of the other notable ones would be like Columbia 11s. That's pretty important. People I don't know. He cares. I care. I think it's pretty cool. Just because, like, obviously we get a lot more photos from those All Star games than we do on some of the regular Chicago Bull, regular season games. We get a lot of playoff games. We get a lot of, All Star games. So that's cool to see too. And before I let you guys go, I did want to let you guys know that these are still available. I'm gonna put them on the website today. So I'm discounting them because they're a little bit old. They were originally for the Reimagine 4. So you do have that detail on the back that says Reimagine, with the 4 as the E. But they do still go with these. So, and it's getting cold. So for anybody who does want one, I do have sizes available, and they will be discounted on the website starting today. So I appreciate all of you guys' support, and I will catch you out next time on the next video.